Hey guys, welcome back to the Conspiracy Podcast.
Hey guys, how's it going now?
What up, guys?
Hope everybody's doing good in this crazy world that we live in.
Jesus.
It's been a crazy month.
It's been a crazy month.
A crazy life.
It's a crazy month. Tonight's episode is the shooting.
The assassination attempt.
Yes,
That's what you meant to
yes.
say.
Thank you.
Yes,
Somebody's on tap here.
the shooting, the assassination attempt of Donald Trump. The
Or as CNN called it, the fiery but friendly.
Or like, what did they say? Like they would say like
chaos and
Yeah, Trump falls down.
He tripped on stage
he
and
trips over
and
and
then trips over, like attacked by his own security.
Yeah. Now, I did at the beginning of this episode, I wanted to take a moment, and we don't normally get serious on this show because we try to. That's like
Keep
the whole
it light.
That's the whole point of the show. Actually, is that we go
Aren't
into
serious.
dark. Yeah, we go into a dark story, but then we can find the humor in it, or we can find
or you can
the
make it less abrasive to take. You know,
Yes.
like you get in these types of shows that it's really uncomfortable and it's unfortunate, it's sad, but. You know, if you're gonna listen for an hour, you know, it's
Try to at least make it a little entertaining.
It's much easier to get through if like you're happy, as opposed to like miserable.
Yeah, that's right. So we wanted to take a moment, and it's not about a specific person, but you know, it's really about our supporters. And in recent weeks or so, some of our supporters have been going through some rough things. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to acknowledge it and not just glaze over it like it's nothing, and just, you know, really kind of go that some of these guys who have supported us from the beginning are got a bad draw.
Yeah,
and they got a bad. I don't know how else to say it, but they got a bad draw.
Got a bad handout.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
And you guys are like our, our family in the community in Discord, and we chat every day, all day sometimes.
Yeah.
And by I mean Eric.
Yeah, but not. That's not like our obviously our dream is to do this full time, and you know, even the fact that we're still here is because of you guys, and it's because of your support and because of your dedication and you guys listening and telling your friends. So like we really, have no idea like. This for us is like this is the most fun that we get to have. You know, obviously we have fun with our families, but like, you know, as friends and as, you know, as pseudo middle-aged dudes, it's not like we like get to hang out all the time.
Yeah.
So
right.
we really appreciate you guys. Like that's the point. That's
right. So I just had a quick message for you guys that are going through some things. If you know me, these guys know me personally, obviously, but at the beginning of this year, I also had my own tragedy, or however you want to say it. The word is tragedy.
Yeah, it's a fucking tragedy.
And so I understand what's going on. And for me, that moment, like I have now, when that happened to me, it's always what happened before that and what happened after that. Mm-hmm. And if somebody's dealing with tragedy, they understand that sentence.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They go, okay, that happened, and then after that, I don't want to get into like specifics and all that stuff, but I'm just trying to say that I understand, and life is hard.
Yeah,
you know,
it's not easy. And I had talked to a gentleman probably about a week ago, and he said a really really cool thing that just is, I think, will resonate with everyone, is that life is a team sport. And especially at these times, especially at the lows, is when, you know, you need to have support systems. You need to have people around you, people in your corner, people to talk to, people just to listen. And so, you know, it's a team sport, and and life is a shit show. You know, it's not fucking all good.
Yeah.
So make sure you have, like, you know, there's people here, and we're here for you. So
that's
what I'm saying.
Yeah, for sure. Exactly. And if I had to give you, I mean, like, because. And the last thing kind of on this subject is you know, we get angry. I get angry. I've been angry for 6 months, and you know, because you go, why me? Mm-hmm. Like, why did this happen to me? And why did this? You know what I mean? Like, I got mad at karma. You know the word?
Yeah, like the
concept. I got mad, really fucking mad at the concept of karma.
Yeah,
and
fuck you.
like it doesn't. I'm not like.
Doing bad shit.
Yeah, I'm not like a bad person. And
Yeah.
so like, how did this happen to me? But anyways, I don't know if I'm ever gonna get to the bottom of that. I don't necessarily think I will, but I do know, and this is like kind of like the last thing, which is if there was any advice that I could give to you that's listening that maybe is going through something rough, is one of the best things that helped me was finding something to smile about. And finding something to laugh about. I know that sounds stupid and cheesy and whatever, but that's why we do the podcast. That's why comedy exists is find something to go out and smile about.
Hopefully it gives you at least an hour of
exactly.
of an out,
exactly.
of release, for whatever you have going on, whatever you're going through. But we're definitely here for you guys, and and we appreciate you.
And despite us being like cynical assholes, we're actually we're dudes.
We have the same things.
I know,
we're
just like you. Yeah. We just happen to be on the other side of the camera. So that's the thing. It's like we understand and we love you, and hopefully we'll be able to provide you with a little bit of entertainment.
Exactly.
That's right.
Exactly. I don't think necessarily
we'll laugh a little bit.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if our advice will fix it, but hopefully it gives you a little bit of strength to keep going.
Yeah.
Because keep going.
We want you to keep going. Keep on keeping on, as they say.
Keep your head up.
Okay, so scratch all that stuff.
Shake it
off. Let's move on to conspiracies because that's why you're here.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And so what we're doing tonight is the shooting of Donald Trump.
And I'm happy we didn't do it immediately because we were initially like, shit. Our schedule.
We were gonna do. Yeah, we
more
were.
Information.
Yeah, that's right. We were gonna do it last week or the week before,
2 weeks ago. And we're like, nah.
And so I'm glad some of the stuff came out, and
there's a lot more.
There's a lot of stuff coming out. Actually, I was talking to Sean. I'm like, should we do it
later?
later? Because there's like
I know even
more details.
I know.
But this is definitely something top of mind for everybody, and there's a lot of data already, and we want to dive into it.
What's funny is that when we did JFK, we had 70 years.
I know. Of research.
That's what I'm saying.
And now we have like 8 days or something crazy. Yeah. So on that note,
we got a lot of official Twitter stories.
I know, right? Legit sources,
legit conspiracy theorists passing on.
Can you imagine if JFK happened like with social media?
Oh my God.
That'd be insane.
I mean, dude.
It's kind of like now.
Yeah, I know.
Really,
yeah,
absolutely. Trump's alive. So
true.
Yeah. So we know that you know all of this, a lot of the basic stuff, but we're gonna go over it in a systematic approach
and give our take.
Yeah,
that's the whole point. I think they only listen because for our opinion.
Yeah, but there's also because we're gonna do the timeline.
Yeah,
and so maybe on your TikToks and Twitters and X's and all that sort of thing. Maybe you didn't know all the timeline,
That's true,
and so we'll go over the timeline.
Because they're just getting just heavy.
Yeah,
influx. There's this. I mean, the day after me and Eric are in a group text with a bunch of our friends, and it was literally for
chaos.
3 days. I mean, I've never seen so many X posts in my life. It's just nonstop, and I'm not posting any of them. So I'm just like, oh.
This was the greatest thing for X, to be honest.
Oh, dude, it's like. Yeah, the investment has paid off.
Yeah, I think I flip flop. I was 90% TikTok all the time. I'm 100% X now.
I used to think I used to think Twitter X whatever was stupid. I'm like, this is what a stupid platform.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, thank God we got that platform. Jesus.
Okay, so bear with us as we go through it because I know Tucker Carlson already did an episode. I know Rogan did an episode.
We're better than all.
But they did. Yeah. What they did is they did live in the moment releases of episodes. Mm-hmm. And so we're doing it after
smart
a bit of the research and after a bit of the FBI statement we're going to go over, all that sort of thing. Right. Yeah. All right, right on. So on July 13th, 2024, Donald Trump, former President Donald Trump of the United States, and also at that time a presumptive nominee of the Republican Party.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah. I mean, it was I mean, the RNC didn't happen, but it was
inevitable.
Come on, let's be honest.
He survived an assassination attempt while addressing a campaign rally near Butler, Pennsylvania. So we're going to go over the detailed accounts, exploring various theories, what happened, the aftermath, etc. And the goal is to present all of the information and then
give
As
our
we do.
synopsis.
As we do, we decide what the hell is going on. Yeah? All right. So July 3rd, it was announced that Trump would hold a rally on July 13th. So 10 days earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it was going to be at the Butler Farm Showgrounds in, I can't even say the word.
And I just looked at it.
Help me out. Yeah.
Connequenessing Township. Connequenessing.
Goddamn Pennsylvanians.
Dude, I don't know why. Like,
it's
why,
basically in Butler.
I don't know. Pennsylvania was like ancient, fucking like Sumerian, like Connequenessing.
Fucking Voynich manuscript.
Literally, like
Jesus
the bath.
Christ. Yeah. So the point of that though is that it was on July 3rd that everybody knew about it.
This was 10 days.
10 days earlier. Yeah. July 10th, an advance team began setting up for the rally.
And there's like 6 buildings in this whole county.
Including what they did is they installed generators in the large open field, right? So, just imagine you're showing up and you got to put the generators there and you got to get it all ready. Yeah.
Dude, this is drop it off like fuck.
Okay. July 13th, 10 a.m., Trump attends a private meeting with local business leaders at a hotel in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. 12:30 p.m., Trump has lunch with key supporters and campaign donors at the same hotel.
It's delicious. I love it.
It's delicious. 2 p.m., Trump meets with a group of local veterans and first responders, sharing his campaign vision and listening to their concerns. Yeah. 4 p.m., Trump addresses a large crowd at a rally held at the Butler Farm Show grounds. The event is heavily attended with significant media presence and extensive security measures in place.
There was like weirdly enough hella people there.
There's a lot of people.
Just like in this random ass this plot of land.
Now this is was this Saturday? This is Saturday.
Yeah.
So
Saturday. Yeah.
Did you know this was happening?
I had no idea.
You didn't know.
I didn't know until
so you were doing your own life.
I got the first X and I was like, the fuck?
You were doing your own life. Like you didn't know the rally was happening.
No, I didn't know about that.
Me neither.
fucking idea.
Me neither. Yeah,
but it was being aired, like you said.
Yeah, it was being aired.
I wasn't watching it.
Yep.
Yeah, I was not watching it.
So
I thought it was fake at first when it happened. I was like, this is bullshit.
So 5:45, Trump leaves the Expo Center and heads to an outdoor meet and greet at a nearby park. 6:03 p.m., Trump arrives on stage at the rally.
Yeah, he's got the hat on.
Yeah.
Fucking shabat-bat.
This is where it gets weird. 6:10, a police officer sees Thomas Crooks on the ground and reports him as a suspicious person.
Yeah, sketch.
An officer searches for Crooks because he got that report, but he couldn't find him. Okay. 6:11, Trump begins speaking.
But like, what time did they notice him? What 6:10 or
6:10?
But wasn't there like later? Well, I mean, we might get into this, but like, wasn't there like later? Then they're like, we knew about him for like 3 hours.
Yeah,
like for like straight.
I think I heard 30 minutes, but
no, I heard like
3 hours.
It's conflicting.
Like hours.
It's
conflicting.
That's the problem.
Data out
yeah,
it's fine.
conflicting.
We'll go through this and then we'll go through.
Yeah.
Because these were like official. It's like from like the police department was like, yeah, they.
Also, there was a video, and I've seen this 100 times.
So many times.
And it's like at least 10 minutes.
No, like,
at least 10
And then
minutes.
the people are like, who is this dude on the
They're
roof?
like, why is there a guy on the roof?
And he's like sitting there with a rifle, and they're like, why isn't anybody doing anything about this?
Yeah.
So 6:11, Trump begins speaking. A few minutes into his speech, Crooks, positioned on the roof of a building, which is 400 feet or 120 meters, from the stage, fires 8 rounds from an AR-15 style rifle. So at that time, shots ring out. And this is the video that you see. Clack, 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 clack. Yeah. Crooks shoots Trump in his upper right ear. Trump clasps his ear, and he takes cover behind the podium, where Secret Service agents shield him until the shooter is killed. Strange about this procedure is that they didn't move. Like, they didn't get him out of the line of sight.
No,
right.
they just like...
They just covered him
like a dome around
Yeah,
him.
and then they just sat there.
Yeah.
And they sat there for multiple minutes.
Oh, yeah, it was weird.
It was very confusing because...
Minutes?
Yeah,
it was,
it was
like
about 3 minutes.
2 or 3 minutes.
Oh,
okay.
Enough for him to... And we'll go into it.
No, it was... Maybe it was like a minute.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
It was like a minute, yeah. Because I remember they were
Because they just
there.
sat there until the guy was confirmed killed.
True.
And then Trump's
So if
like,
we had to
"Where's my
time it...
shoes?"
I presume.
Yeah. If we had to try it, maybe a minute.
Probably
maybe a minute. Yeah.
A minute too long.
So at 6:12 or
way too long.
6:13, Secret Service agents then evacuate Trump and rush him to a waiting motorcade.
In the funniest ever shot on live camera demonstration of incompetence I've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god! I keep
with that
watching.
lady.
She can't.
I forgot her name.
And then the one chick with the ponytail, literally, she whips around like 7 times. Dude, I was like, "What are you doing, Susie Ponytail?"
God.
Like, oh, it's so bad.
But before that, we got the greatest picture ever.
Oh my god! Yeah, I mean, you couldn't have. I mean,
So
that
so
picture,
video footage, and this is the wild part about this situation, is that video footage showed Trump clasping his ear and taking cover behind the podium, where Secret Service agents then shielded him. Photojournalist Evan Vucci of the Associated Press captured images of a bloodied Trump pumping his fist in the air and shouting the word fight as agents escorted him off the stage. The image went viral, and it probably will be.
I mean,
it's got to be.
I mean, that's gonna make
one of
a
the
mural.
best pictures in history.
You remember, like,
that's going down in a history books and school books for sure.
Remember when Braun was in Cleveland? They would make those like giant
yes.
like Braun, they're like, oh, like whatever,
Witness,
witness, believe land.
Believe in.
There's literally gonna be like fucking. You're gonna see like those Trump fucking mural. Like Banksy's gonna.
We
make
need
a Trump
that
mural.
like draped over the White House.
Oh, dude, epic! Like have it like painted on.
I wonder though, like, what other photos stand out? 9/11 with the flag.
Oh, dude,
There's
yeah,
one
that's
flag.
a big one. I would say like what's that like MLK picture? He's at the Lincoln Memorial. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
It's like holy
Standing
shit.
in front of everybody
It's
at
just,
the
like,
height of a dream.
The
amazing.
$1 million
Yeah.
or $1 million man march.
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly. Like that's like because it's so impactful. You're
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah.
this picture.
Yeah.
So it's like there's probably like 5 pictures that like fucking stand
We'll
up
go
to
down.
the test of time like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although, I mean, even Musk came out and he was, or was it Musk or no, Zuckerberg came out. He was
Zuckerberg.
like, that was the most badass thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The lizard man's like, oh.
Yeah.
The humans are liking
For him to say that says a lot.
Well, dude, he's just covering his own ass. He's such a shitbag.
I don't know. He's been hanging out with Dana.
Dude, have you?
What the fuck am I
Dana
saying?
White?
Dana White.
Have you seen
Dana Trump? Basically, he's
Pretty
Dana
much.
Trump. Yeah.
I mean, it's not that off. No, but it's the funny thing about Zuck is like, man, he's like, when did Zuck become like a hipster?
Well,
He's got the
Oh,
fucking.
he's always been a
got
hipster.
The, no,
ever
but
since
he
he started hanging out with Dana
Yeah.
White,
No, he's always been
into
like-
He
jiu-jitsu,
defined hipster.
jiu-jitsu, fucking. He's
He did
all
not.
these
He only became
MMA.
hipster recently, bro. Like, 'cause
Yeah,
he used to
recently.
be like all like clean cut, and now he's got the
Yeah.
fucking curly hair,
True.
like the
True.
tan.
True.
He's like
Sure.
wears like a gold chain. I'm like, who the
Although,
fuck are you,
did
bro?
you see his 4th of July video?
No.
You might actually go, all right, I'm going to give him a point.
Really?
He did a 4th of July video of him on a wakeboard holding an American flag, and he's wakeboarding behind on a lake. Like, it looks
Okay.
pretty rad.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
trust me, if I was a
I'll
billionaire,
give him a
I'd be
point.
doing that,
Yeah,
too.
give him a
right.
little point. Yeah.
That is Tahoe, Lake Tahoe.
I know,
house.
like Tunnel Mansion,
Mansion.
like, owns the lake, like Lake Zuckerberg. Like,
Now, I don't mean to be the devil's advocate and stuff, but
it's what you always are.
This
Yeah.
is what we do
But
on
I
this
mean,
podcast.
Hello,
I mean, like
they all
literally.
know what's
mean-
gonna happen. He's like, well,
I mean, he just got shot in the ear. Like, it's not that.
okay.
No, what? I thought you were gonna say something about.
Like,
Zuckerberg.
it's not like a hero thing.
They tried to kill.
Of
It's not like
course
it's not
it
like
is.
I know, but I mean, do you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of
No,
like,
I don't know
nah,
what you
no.
mean.
All right.
What
well,
the fuck? Eric?
all right.
Think
well,
about like
I don't know. I just
anybody
think
else,
I-
anybody. How scared you would be that you just went through that? No. Wait.
Do you
he
know
shouts,
how-
And then he's like, fight.
Eric gets attempted robbery, shot in the ear. For the next 18 years, we would be fucking hearing this story. We'd be out at Chili's, and he'd be like, "Oh, remember that one time I got shot in the fucking ear?" And like his wife would be like, "Oh, shut the fuck up!" Like literally, he'd have the bullet like on a necklace.
Yeah.
Like fucking. It's so true. 1,000%.
I'd have a tattoo right here.
I
Like,
know,
just fucking-
like literally.
yeah, what you know.
I know.
All right.
Many men.
All right,
I know.
point man.
it was just-
Point man.
He would tattoo like many men.
Thug life, like on his fucking
Thug
stomach.
life.
I
Just
know,
going
like, oh my
across.
God.
All right.
Yeah.
Point made, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You know it's true. You know you would. Too.
All right.
I would never hear the end.
All right. So Trump is then at 6:15 transported to Penn State Health Milton Hershey Medical Center. Medical staff began emergency treatment to stabilize him for his ear injury. drama.
I understand,
mean,
that wordage is very dramatic.
Yeah, it's like he had an earache and like.
But the thing,
earache. Oh my god.
no, but the thing is, like, they have to, like, they should be taking it seriously.
Sure,
the guy's
he's the
a presidential
president.
he's a presidential
Of
former
former
president
president.
and a presidential
I get that.
candidate.
Yeah,
like,
I
if it
get
happened
that.
to anyone, I would expect the same treatment.
Yeah.
If it happened to fucking Biden or Kamala,
I
or
just
RFK,
love
I would expect the same treatment.
I love the official report because it's at 7:45, which is an hour and a half later.
Emergency rush.
He is treated and released in stable condition.
Well, yeah, he was stable. When
I
he
know,
got
but
there.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's kind of funny.
Like, it blew off like cartilage.
Yeah, like, all right, guys.
There's like 6 blood vessels in there.
Like,
Did you ever see two things? Did you ever see the video of the girl, the same girl that like couldn't put the gun in the holster?
Oh,
like
yeah.
she
No,
was
we're getting to
she was at the hospital.
no, I didn't see
Yes,
this.
there's
Oh my
there's
God,
another
I-
video of her like. And she like doesn't know what to do. She like takes her gun out and then puts it back in. And, like, takes a gun out.
Like reaction, just making sure. Like, dude, she's still
Those are
freaking
the-
out.
Yeah, she's still freaking out, like practicing how to holster.
Those are those employees that feel like doing something is better than doing nothing.
Of
Right.
course, they're like,
Does that make sense?
like move
they're
around, move around,
Yeah, like
stay in motion.
type shit.
Quick,
type shit.
type
Yeah,
shit.
Type an email.
Look busy, look busy,
Yeah.
look super busy, look official. They're like, why are you wearing your glasses? It's fucking midnight. Like, shut up, official.
So Trump considered it to be a medical miracle because Trump credited the large chart that was displaying immigration statistics with his saving his life.
Oh, because he was turned that way. I
So
remember
immediately
that, yeah.
before the first shot, he turned his head to the right
Yeah, because he was
toward the
look at
chart.
He's
to look at the
yeah,
screen.
to
He's
look at the
looking
chart,
like he's
yeah.
almost like 90
Yeah.
degree, like looking at that thing.
And the movement narrowed the profile of Trump's skull toward the direction of the shooter, possibly saving his life.
My head is actually pretty wide that way. Yeah.
And so there's a bunch of on
I've seen-
social media,
I've seen,
yeah,
like,
where
a little,
there's
like-
the 3D imaging of him.
I
Turning.
mean, dude, like in the grand scheme,
So-
like
It's true.
He got lucky as fuck.
Originally,
like,
it was supposed to hit. If he wouldn't have turned, it was going to
any
hit his
part of
temple.
his head. Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
yeah. According to these 3D videos that we're
oh
seeing,
yeah,
it
would
was
have
supposed to
like,
hit the
like,
temple.
Yeah, like straight in the
Yeah.
middle of his head.
Yeah.
His head would have
Yeah,
fucking
that's right.
exploded. Like,
So
crazy,
Trump
dude.
said, if I hadn't pointed at that chart and turned my head to look at it, that bullet would have hit me right in the head.
oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, like because that shot and there's a lot of cool stuff like which we'll get into, but what I'll say now is like it's not a hard shot.
Yeah.
It's really not. It's like,
Correct.
If you've ever
Like I
you've
could
ever
have made
tried-
that shot, and
Yeah.
I'm not a shooter.
no, like
Yeah.
it's
Like I've,
I mean,
I've
that's
I shoot.
questionable.
I've
but
sh-
no
yeah.
with about no.
Well,
truth-
no, I mean-
seriously, with about an
Yeah.
hour of practice,
Yeah.
Eric can make that shot.
Yeah.
And even if he didn't hit him in the head,
That-
he'd
that-
hit him
that
in the.
says a lot.
he'd hit
Well,
him in
no,
the
I
fucking
have.
chest.
I've
He'd
logged
get
some
hit like
hours.
the fucking chest.
Let's just say.
I'm
Let's
just
be
playing,
honest.
man.
I've logged some hours.
Yeah.
Well, like 1
Well,
and a half.
Duck hunt when you were
Duck
younger?
hunt.
10 to 12 hours total.
Hey, that's good.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
We'll give you a point. Like
Yeah.
Zuck.
Yeah, that's a point.
Like
That's a
Zuck.
point, yeah.
I mean, I took the class.
What?
All right, 2 points.
So, Secret Service, they responded with, despite the shooting, Trump was adamant about not using a stretcher, telling the Secret Service agents to let him walk. And even during that moment, you can hear on the audio of him saying, give me
Give
my shoes.
He's like, give me my fucking shoes. He's like,
Give me my shoes.
shoes. Like,
Yeah. So, which had fallen off during the chaos, which is crazy.
I know, because he literally got he like fell down and then
Yeah.
like they like swarmed him.
Yeah.
By the way, how loose are your shoes?
Oh, dude, when you're
When you got
when
8
you're-
people on top of you.
when you're 78 years old.
I mean,
and
if you
you're
guys,
like, dude,
True.
no. But if you tackle me right now, my shoes would not come.
Oh,
off.
100% no.
Yeah, you.
But what if eight people tackle you?
No, but I'm
No,
saying,
Jorge. If we tackled you right now, would your shoes fall off?
I mean, possibly.
That doesn't make sense.
Yes, it
It's so
does. Like if
confusing.
somebody's on top of me and I'm trying to get up.
both shoes came off.
Oh, both.
Anyways,
Whatever. That's a weird little detail.
I mean, I didn't know both came off. Eric's like got the inside in now. Both fucking shoes.
Well, he said
6 feet
one
away
of
from
them
his
was
body.
he said. Well, here's what he said.
No,
No, the reason why I think that is because he said, "Give me my shoes."
Yeah, he did say. Well, I mean, we have a 50-50 chance of 1 or 2. It's like,
In the
So, I
middle
don't
of
know.
chaos, and
Yeah.
we're like dissecting the
Yeah.
plural, singular.
So-
Eric's like, something doesn't add up.
I know.
Motherfucking
Conspiracy.
shoes came off.
Trump's in on it.
I know. Well, he's like wearing
I
like he's
understand.
wearing like dress shoes,
know.
and when you're like, dude, dress shoes are uncomfortable for me to wear
True.
as a younger.
So
as
you
a-
go a size up.
Oh, dude, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you go a size.
No, but the thing is, like, if I was 80 and I was ripping dress shoes out, There ain't no fucking way I'm gonna have those fuckers tied tight.
I'm not going
gonna have
one
them tied.
size up.
Yeah,
on
I'm not
dress
going
shoes.
one sentence up either.
No,
I don't understand.
I go wide, baby.
Oh,
I got wide shoes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I have wide
Okay,
feet.
that
I
makes
have
sense.
wide
That
feet,
makes
so I need
sense.
them wide.
Sure.
Yeah, those fucking dress
As you
shoes,
do.
like,
Well, dude, if
that's
you-
the worst after like all day or
Dude.
like if you're at a wedding like
I remember
all night.
my
like,
wedding, and I was
Yes.
like, my fucking foot was like
I
a
remember,
club.
man.
After that,
Like,
it was terrible.
Same here.
I didn't get invited.
I didn't even know you.
It's fine.
Okay,
It's cool.
Jorge was one of my groomsmen.
That
Anyways.
was a good wedding.
You would have been one too, fucker.
Disregard this conversation.
No, we're not deleting.
So, as he was escorted off stage, Trump raised his fist, pumped it at the crowd, and mouthed the words, "Fight, fight, fight." And the crowd responded with cheers and chants of the USA.
Yeah, they like what fucking like it was like
Yeah.
bananas. Like they were fucking like, dude, trust me. Like you can imagine, like there's so much adrenaline in that moment. Everyone's like, "What the fuck?" And the thing is sad. Like, and we're not trying to make light of it. Is that there people died.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm super happy to see. I actually still have it on my phone. Like the
Of the guy?
the guy who died. He they raised like almost $1 million, like $1.5 million.
Tons.
Oh, really?
$1.5 million
Tons of
dollars,
money.
dude.
The
Yeah,
firefighter?
tons of money. I think even more than that. I think it got even bigger.
The firefighter. Is that the only guy that died, or
Yeah.
Well, he died. That was wounded, and then obviously the shooter died.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like not shooter.
Yeah,
Fuck
him.
that guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Fucking asshole.
Okay, so on the other side of this farm, or what are we going to call this?
Rally
Plot.
Yeah. There was a man by the name of Thomas Crooks, and he was shot and killed within 16 seconds.
Which is weirdly slow because like
Way too.
I
long.
mean, no, that's really fast.
no, it's
No,
dude.
not for
No?
not for already having
Bro,
them
there's-
in the scope.
There's
like
two,
they already
there's-
had them.
There's two snipers. Literally, there's two roofs.
Secret
There's-
Service
there's
snipers,
two roofs.
sharpshooters.
There's only two
like,
roofs.
16 seconds? I mean, we can count it out.
Exactly.
It'll be 16 seconds from now.
It'll be really long.
I know, and you're gonna be like, I mean, I could have ran home. Like by the time you fucking, like I'll be 200 yards away.
So here's what we know about Thomas Crooks. He's a 20-year-old guy from Bethel Park, Pennsylvania, and he was identified as the assailant. Apparently, he had a troubled history, including being bullied in school. We don't know of any political affiliation.
Because he doesn't have social media.
Okay. We don't know of any criminal record.
We do know about political association,
No, he donated like $15 to like.
but he was a registered
one
Republican.
time.
Yeah.
Sure. You know how easy that is to do? Like mail in.
By the way,
Like fucking.
by the way, have
I'm
you
just
ever
saying he was
donated-
registered.
Mm,
Have you ever donated to a party?
Not $1. $0.
no,
I've not donated a single
Only,
cent.
So
only,
if
only
you
to those
don't-
motherfucking like the sheriffs that call and like, hey, you want to donate? You'll
Get
get
me
a
off the
sticker.
phone.
And you're like, okay.
Yeah, I'm like, all
double
right,
me over, bitch.
yeah, I'm gonna get pulled over. I'm gonna get out a ticket.
So
All right,
then-
I'll give you $100.
So then the question is people who donate, are they like full of zeal?
Not
Does that
necessarily.
make sense?
No, not necessarily. No,
Yeah,
because
okay.
a lot of times like it's easy. Because that's why you have so many people that make a living off phone sales because they can just like pressure someone into doing something. So I'm not gonna automatically assume that
Yeah, all of
if
them
you
are.
donate money you're like a zealot because some people it's like
Yeah.
let's say you call like
Yeah.
an old lady and she's like I mean okay I
Yeah.
guess I'll do it.
Okay.
And they're like I
Yeah.
really need this. I gotta
Okay.
make my quota, sweetie.
Well, aside from that single donation of fucking
It was
$15,
like
$10,
$10,
yeah, it
whatever
was
it is,
ridiculous.
we don't know his political affiliations. Yeah. So investigations revealed that he had been radicalized online and harbored extreme anti-government sentiments. Crooks was apprehended at the scene. Not really. He was just killed.
Apprehended with the bullet.
Yeah, like
Same
he,
difference.
You know, he was
Apprehended.
he was just killed immediately. But his early life was he attended Bethel Park High School, where he again was reportedly bullied for wearing camo to class.
I mean
really,
it's in Bethel Park. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, he's wearing camo, loser. It's like fucking
Although-
farm country. Like, I feel like everyone wears camo.
Although, are you suspect of somebody, like, say you're in high school, say you're like a sophomore, and then
If they
somebody
wear
comes
camo?
in camo?
I'm not suspect.
No,
I'm
you're
not supposed to
suspect.
anybody.
right.
I always try to be nice to people, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
same.
that's just who I am. I'm just like, I'm not trying to like.
I could see why he was bullied though, just from kind of like
Well,
seeing.
wait, the photos.
Yeah, just from like seeing him, like the photos and
He did
yeah,
look a
there's
little
no videos
off,
except
didn't he?
for that black rock.
Didn't he look a little
Please
off?
go get
Yeah,
into
the
it.
black.
He looked. I mean, he does fall into the vein of. Doesn't
I
he fall
hate
into
to
the vein
say
of
that,
Lee Harvey?
But you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
like transient.
Yes.
Like
fucking
lone gunman, weird,
I'm just saying,
semi-autistic.
Yeah, 40 different jobs.
Yes.
Like,
Doesn't
I
it?
mean,
Doesn't
it
it
sucks
fall
to
in
say,
that?
but like that's how it is. Like if you're kind of like nerdy looking, or if you're nerdy or whatever,
Jorge's
right?
such a
Like,
bully.
hey, I was not a bully.
Just kidding. I'm just messing.
I'm just saying that
If you're nerdy, if you're nerdy and you're white.
Stop. You were
I do not associate with this Mexican man.
Okay, says the frat boy.
Hey, I was
We're just kidding. We're just kidding. No.
Nerdy frat boy. I guess.
I've always been a nerd. I still watch anime, bro. I'm like my wife calls me a fucking nerd, but I'm like, you
All right, I'm
nerd
gonna
me,
bully you.
idiot.
That's it. You're gonna get bullied.
No, you can try. I'll fucking break you.
But essentially, he for wearing camo and for being quiet, his
seems a
demeanor,
yeah,
and the way he
right.
looked, which is what Jorge is saying, and the way he looked is kind of off.
And kids are petty, kids are
Yes.
petty assholes.
Yeah.
Like kids, let's be honest. Like teenagers are dicks.
Yeah.
like they're mostly
Yes.
dicks.
Yeah. He later graduated from Community College of Allegheny County 2 months later before the
Allegheny?
shooting.
It's
Allegheny.
Allegheny.
Allegheny. Sorry, guys. Jeez. All right. Well,
I like a Jenny.
yeah.
We're gonna get a 1-star review from somebody in Pennsylvania.
Like, you know shit.
so 2 months. You guys are the worst. So 2 months before the shooting, he actually graduated community college.
Oh, good for him.
And he worked as a dietary aide in the kitchen of a nearby nursing home.
That sounds like the single worst job in the history of fucking mankind.
Neighbors described him as a quiet and normal person.
This is a normal person, really.
So then it was when his home was raided and his computer was raided. This is what they found, is that he searched for images of various political figures, including Trump, Biden, and he looked up dates of the Trump rallies. His internet activity also included searches related to the 2021 Oxford High School shooting and other major political events.
I mean, are people that dumb? They're like, how to kill?
Yeah.
Yes, they are that. They are
Yeah,
that
they
dumb.
are.
They are that dumb, right? Like,
Yeah.
No, but here's my point.
See, I'd be asking ChatGPT so you don't.
No,
Can't
yeah,
trace that.
you gotta have like a contingency. No, but the thing is, like, he's this dumb to do this, but then it takes the FBI like X amount of days to crack his fucking cell phone.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Meanwhile, like, you know, when the January 6th happened, they were up in all those.
They
people's
knew
shit
everybody
instantly.
that-
Fucking.
Yeah.
We saw the text
Yeah,
that you
right.
sent. the
Subpoenas
fucking-
in hand
I
and
know,
like
the
arrest
dick- the
warrants
dick
like
pics.
a week later.
I know, like,
Dick pics.
like, we got it all. Like, got fucking dead to rights.
Yeah.
So, and then now we're going to talk about his weapon real quick.
Okay.
And then Sean's going to take over on the weapon because I don't know how to say any of these things.
No problem.
So, this is what they found at the scene. And you can see videos of some of the Secret Service.
Dude,
and,
I've seen the videos.
and
There's like
they're-
dead bodies like right there, and they're like,
Yeah, and he's just,
okay, so he was on a bike.
he's just
Okay.
bleeding out.
I know, it's
Yeah,
like
he's
literally
bleeding
dead.
out.
And the guy's like, yeah.
So, this is what they found, right?
So he used a DPMS Panther Arms produced AR-15 style rifle with 16-inch barrel, chambered in 5.56 45 millimeter NATO. So that just means most AR-15-esque rifles are the barrel itself can fire either 223 or 5.56.
That's the
it's
size of the bullet.
exactly. It's
Yeah.
just its caliber. They're in essence the exact same, except for 5.56 has more gunpowder. But you have like an AK-47, which is was 7.52, I think 7.56, 7.52, can't remember, but just a larger caliber round. Which he purchased from his father. He also bought 50 rounds of ammunition and a ladder before driving to the rally site with an explosive device in the trunk of his car. It's like
I mean, so he kind of came like slipshod prepared.
he's like,
right?
I got a
Like-
gun, I got ammunition.
Yeah, I got a
ladder.
I got a bomb.
ladder.
I got a bomb in my trunk.
Nobody sees him walking around with a ladder.
I know, that's the one.
And like, get suspicious.
The ladder. What the fuck? Especially because like It'd be different if this was like in New York City and there's like
he's
7,000
hidden somewhere in like a sky rise.
If you look at the thing, there's
like 3 buildings.
There's fucking 2 roofs that are able. Literally, if you look the other way, it's just like land.
Yeah,
and then there's like roof.
If you don't count the water tower,
it does bring up.
We'll get into that.
It does bring up like he just seems like a kid who's been playing Call of Duty.
Right.
Yeah, and like sucked at it.
Right. Yeah.
He's like not even that good.
And so somehow he just
slipped. This waltzes on up. People see him. Crazy. Cops see him, and then one of the God, there's like so much shit we'll get into. Continue.
So on the day of the assassination attempt, Crooks climbed onto the roof of the southernmost building of the AGR International Complex, and that was approximately 400 feet or 120 meters north of the venue stage. Despite being spotted by several officers and reported as being suspicious by people who were just fucking around, he managed to evade the capture, climb the roof, get in position, and fire 8 shots.
It's like, come on. It's like ridiculous.
I mean, are we gonna get into like what was in
No,
this building?
I'm just trying to like lay the scene.
I just want to give you. I just want to give you.
We're
like,
still going through the timeline.
I just want to give you some like comparable, like just a comparable thing. So I remember it was like years ago. I think it was like 8 years ago that I went to a concert at excuse me. I went to a concert at Raymond James.
Okay.
And I was getting a beer.
It's a Tampa stadium for the Bucks.
Buccaneers.
Yeah. I was getting a beer. I was a little drunk. Remind you.
So this was like number 15.
I this is like $400 later. I'm like getting another beer because they're expensive as shit.
Yeah.
And
they are.
They're
fucking
so
crazy.
expensive.
They're like $30 a pop.
That's the biggest conspiracy.
So I pay, and I get my beer, and then the chick's like, "Whoa, you can't take that." I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "You didn't pay." I was like, "I just paid you." And then she's like, "No, you didn't pay." And then like I get this whole like
fight with her.
I'm like, "Bitch, I just paid you." I'm like, "You're not gonna make me pay another $18 for this fucking beer."
Miller Lite.
You're crazy. Like you're out of control. And then literally 5 cops fucking come up on me, and then they're literally like, "If you don't leave, you're fucking going to jail right now." And I'm like, "What?" And I'm like, over a beer.
Yeah.
So imagine. The former president, and they're like, it's fine. Like, oh, the suspicious guy,
that
fuck
is
it.
Weird.
Like, then I almost got arrested over being like, I bet I already paid you for a beer.
Weird.
Yeah.
Although this guy's white.
Five
this guy's
cups.
white.
That could be it. That could be it.
Edit.
No, we gotta
Sorry.
leave that in.
No, but I'm a white person, so I can say it, right?
Yeah.
No.
No,
Oh,
you
no,
can't.
no. I can't
the
say it.
opposite.
I can be racist because I'm white, right? This is what it works, right? Trust me on this one.
Trust me.
I know how the system works.
Oh my god.
I know it's funny.
So I don't know if most people know this, but
I'm white.
But
in case you haven't noticed, he's born in Alaska.
All right, go ahead.
On my resume the other day, I put native
Alaska. You're like, I'm a
I
minority.
I can.
You were born there. Yeah.
Anyways, disregard.
Yeah.
So most people don't know this, but he actually was there at the scene earlier in the day, and he used a drone.
Yep.
Yeah.
To video and go, okay, what's the best vantage point?
I mean, homie's like
Jesus.
Homie's like literally trying to be like fucking John Wick. I'm like, okay, yeah. Got my drone out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or I forgot his name. The guy from Shooter, that movie.
Oh yeah,
Mark Wahlberg.
exactly.
Yeah.
Wahlberg?
Mark Wahlberg, yeah.
But it's like, how are you like? He clearly didn't figure out an escape plan. Like he had to know.
Well,
he was
going in.
No, I'm done.
Yeah. So prior to the shooting, Butler Township police officer attempted to climb onto the roof to confront Crooks, but was forced to retreat because
when he pulled his gun on him.
He pulled the rifle and turned it towards the police officer coming up the ladder.
I mean, how would he not be like, fucking red alert, kill the guy on the roof with the gun?
So that's the first thing that I had heard is he he's climbing up on the ladder and he goes up there, and then that whole thing that you said, right?
And you saw the videos of the bystanders going, "What's the dude doing on the roof?"
I know, they're literally like, what's happening over
then
here?
I heard another story, and this was directly from the chief of police or whatever he is from that township, and he's saying that it wasn't a ladder. He was actually being boosted up there. So he's
what?
Like,
by who?
By another cop. So he's being boosted.
Oh, the cop was.
Oh, the cop was being boosted.
I thought it was like
The cop.
I thought he was being
A
boosted.
second booster.
A second booster.
A second booster.
Two boosters.
Two boosters.
The Patsy booster.
The Patsy booster. Oh my
No,
god.
so but if you think about it, like, okay, because a lot of people were like, how the
I
fuck
see.
did he not pull a weapon on him or whatever, right? But like, he's
Yeah.
hanging from the roof. Somebody points an AR-15 at you, you're gonna let go. You know,
True.
You're gonna like
True. I am
react.
too.
But also,
Yeah,
like,
true.
even if, like, say you're the shooter and you're on the roof, and then a cop comes and you're like, get out of here. And he's like, okay. And you're gonna like, I'm gonna be just, and you're gonna, yeah. Like, you're not gonna be like, get the fuck out of here. I gotta escape.
No, because it's like, as
But
we're gonna see,
I
like
don't- I
seconds
don't like
later,
that-
that's when he turned to Trump and he
I don't
started
like
shooting.
that they didn't release the actual weapon because they have the weapon. All we know is that it's a AR style.
AR-15 style.
Well, what don't you like about it? What do you mean?
It
Just
just
because
so-
it's
it
just
just-
vague.
it just
Like,
as a-
why don't we
just-
know exactly?
Just as
'Cause,
an
you know.
aside, I gotta say this because I hate when people get this wrong. It just annoys me. People think AR-15 is an assault rifle.
Right.
It's Armalite rifle.
Yeah.
Armalite rifle.
I thought it was assault.
AR-15
Yeah,
is
no.
Armalite rifle.
Who's
That's what the-
Armalite?
that's what the media
Who's
It-
Armalite?
calls
It's
it.
it's like
That's
the
why.
it's like the patented technology that
Okay.
makes it so it's like
But it's essentially assault rifle.
No.
Do you know the
I
definition
mean, you might as
of
well
assault
call it my
rifle?
assault pistol.
I know
like-
it's an assault rifle is a
My
is
assault
a
knife.
fully automatic is a fully automatic weapon.
Okay.
An assault rifle is not.
So it could not be, or it could. The possibility is that it could not be a fully automatic rifle.
It's illegal.
This one.
It
This
is-
one.
It's not fully automatic. First of all,
Well,
fully automatic
we don't
is
know. We don't know,
No,
but
We don't
no.
know.
Fully automatic is highly inaccurate.
Yeah,
Very true.
It's
You're spraying. You're
extraordinarily
spraying.
inaccurate because you know there's a
Yeah,
thing.
Eight
It's
shots.
like
How long would
recoil.
8 shots take you?
It would probably take max 2
seconds.
max 2 seconds.
Yeah,
Oh,
and it'd be a
with
spray.
automatic.
No, but it's like this. Like when
Yeah.
you shoot.
No, that was definitely not
Okay.
automatic.
No, when you shoot a gun, it shoots out a lot of gas, which causes a thing called recoil, which causes the barrel to jump and causes it to push back. Like
Exactly.
when you're shooting a lot in rapid succession, it's just
And it's-
recoiling.
Recoiling
So-
is going up.
Yeah, you're not gonna hit shit.
So I don't
unless
normally
you're
do
right
this.
next to the motherfucker.
So I don't normally do this, but the conspiratorial side of this would be if they're positioning it as an AR weapon when it's not an AR weapon.
It isn't. It's
No, it is an
it's an
AR.
AR-15.
Okay, so it is an AR weapon.
It is an
Yeah,
AR.
but AR is
But you're
stands
doing-
for Armalite rifle. All ARs in America, unless you specifically personally mod them to be fully automatic, are it is illegal, hyper illegal. If I
Yes.
sold you,
So he had to get that
fully,
illegally.
No, or he had to do it illegally himself.
No. He didn't have to get
No,
that illegally.
it's no.
Okay.
Sean's
Sorry,
talking
I'm
about,
just saying-
Sean's talking about if it was
It's full auto.
automatic. Yes.
I got it. So
Yeah.
this is a modification that you would have to do aftermarket.
Yeah,
like
but
after
it's not.
purchase.
His wasn't full auto, so it's not.
Right.
There's no
Exactly.
modification. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
But
Like,
if it was, yes.
If it
would
was,
be,
it would
have
be,
to be.
more the most
Yeah,
inaccurate.
it would just be a spray.
First of all,
Yeah, it would be
inaccurate.
a
But what he's
spray.
saying is, yes, it would have to be aftermarket. It would be illegal.
Okay.
Not that he fucking gave a shit.
Yeah.
But yes, in this case, it was not full auto.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Okay. This was more like a
Okay.
like
It's
a
just-
one shot
Yeah, you just go like this.
sniper style.
Yeah.
He was trying to go for, a
accuracy-
headshot, obviously.
Yeah, for accuracy, you need one shot at a
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
You cannot have multiple
Okay.
shots,
Yeah.
or you're just like.
Now,
way
can
off.
you have? Now, this is a stupid question, but this is for the listeners who are not privy to this information. Could you have an AR-15 that's a single shot?
All of them are single shot.
Okay.
They're all single shot.
So for
at a
accuracy
time.
purposes.
No, just
No,
for
just-
legality purposes.
Okay.
That's just the
Like,
way the weapon
my
works.
AR,
Okay.
my AR is you just.
I got you.
Obviously,
Okay,
if you're
okay.
in the military,
Yeah.
you can either have
That's
it. You
different.
can have like a burst,
I
which
got
will
you.
do 3-round
So
bursts.
it's just a
or you
very
do full auto.
generalized term of what a weapon is.
No, they call it an AR-15
Think
because
of it
it's
like
a style.
it's like if I said electric
Armalite
vehicle.
rifle.
Well, there's a
Yeah.
Tesla,
billion of
there's a
them.
Rivian,
EV.
there's
Yeah.
a whatever, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, but they're
So
all
so
electric.
why it's a generality or not a
Yeah.
general term?
AR-15 is the like imagine like it's like okay, so you have like Nikes, right?
Yeah.
So imagine AR-15 is like a Nike, but there's different styles of Nike.
Sure.
Right.
There's different high top, low tops. You got SBs. You got
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
So the AR-15 is like the base, like how it's built, and then you can and then it can
Okay.
be modded from there.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
that's the way to look at it.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
So,
okay.
but you'll see in the obviously fucking propaganda news, AR-15s.
Yeah,
Assault
no,
rifle.
But that's like
That's
all
what I was-
rifles.
no,
Assault
that's,
rifle.
that's what I was getting at
Yeah.
is that it seems like it's being put into a category of like the bad
of course.
gun.
That's
the
the
bad,
but that's the,
the
propaganda.
bad weapon.
Trust me,
That's
Eric.
the propaganda.
I could
being pushed.
easily kill you with a 22 revolver. Like
Yeah.
easily.
Yeah.
Like
Unless
no problem.
Yeah, well,
Like,
not
forehead.
me.
Unless it was in the forehead. We already went through that.
Yeah.
Up the fourth, the flex bullets.
Yes.
We all
Yeah.
know that. Facts. Proven.
Okay, I'm tracking now. I'm tracking.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to get a little.
You were just
I had
clarifying
to get
for
a
the
little
listeners,
learned.
Not that.
Not for me.
Not for you. You already knew.
Yeah.
Not for me.
Professional.
Yeah.
We might have to make this a two-parter.
I took a class.
We're just fucking scratching this. We haven't even got through the goddamn timeline yet.
So, so Crooks fired 8 shots at the rally. He injured Trump, obviously, and 3 rally goers were hit. One of them was killed.
Yes, unfortunately.
And then the Secret Service sniper shot Crooks within 16 seconds.
It's way too much time.
Way too much.
Because you were like, what? It's not like, where is he? Where
they
could
knew.
he be?
They knew.
Like you
So
literally
this is
look
when-
and they're like looking directly at him.
This is when the chaos ensued. This is probably when everybody got alerted. This is probably when we started to learn about it.
But like,
Yeah.
why?
This is
When did you, I would like to know, like, how did you find out? Where were you?
Saturday
What
night
happened?
I was just standing at my kitchen table and I was like, holy fucking shit.
You just
I
heard it
was-
like you were just watching TV.
I watched
and
the
you,
video. No, I got an alert on my phone.
I was
And-
alert.
Oh, yeah?
I got
Yeah,
an alert
I gotta-
from the group text.
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh,
what?
okay.
Yeah.
And then
So I
it was
found out-
Tyler. I was like, is this real?
Yeah.
I found out my mother-in-law texted me. She's like, "Yeah, I was watching this Trump thing, and something happened. Somebody it
Yeah.
still wasn't clear. It was like right
Yeah, the
after, right?
shots.
She's like, something happened with his ear. It was bleeding, and it sounded like popping, like maybe
Yeah.
fireworks.
I know
or
it's
something.
like a CNN fucking broadcast. There's unidentified noise.
But
We don't
could
know
you
what it
could you
is.
spend a
Actually,
moment
speaking of that,
could you spend a moment on the sound? Because you have and we'll play the audio and we'll play it right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
You can hear it right now, right? Which is that pop 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 pop, right?
Yeah.
And then the last part, right?
yeah.
So what is that like? Is it an echo or is it like why is it a double? Do you
No,
know
it was.
the
It was.
answer to that?
No, he literally fired multiple shots.
Like,
Yeah, but there's a crack crack. Like there's almost like the sound barrier.
well, a bullet is traveling faster than the
Yeah.
speed of sound.
I don't know. Explain it. Like
no, I mean,
because
yeah,
you
like,
have a crack crack crack
Well,
crack crack and then 8 times.
No, the sound is like so. Yeah, so when you shoot a gun is traveling. A gun does break the sound barrier. I'm pretty sure, because it's going.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, it's going like fucking 700 feet per second or some
Yeah.
shit. And then obviously, depending on the surroundings, you will get echoes.
Yeah.
Like you'll get because obviously that sound bounces. It's sound waves. So
Yeah.
a wave will bounce off other things and then create an echo effect. Also, it's like it's hard to say because obviously I'm not like a fucking sound engineer. And,
No,
and
I
B,
understand.
it's like
I
I don't
understand.
know if there was return.
I was just wondering if you
I don't know if there
knew
was-
anything about it
if
or
there was
you know
there
that
was
sort of thing.
return fire. You know, it's
Yeah.
hard to say what shot is what shot. There's also like speculations of the water tower thing.
Yes.
I know,
Like
and
sound-
so that's what I was
sound
kind of like leading towards is like
There was a sound engineer that went through and,
Yeah.
and just
Yes.
like in the JFK, then they analyzed like the sound basically, right? And,
Right.
like where's it coming from, how many shots, etc. So yes, a lot of them, or 8 of them, came from the shooter. There was, I think he said there was 2 from Secret Service.
yeah,
1 shot Secret Service like took him out.
yeah,
I think it was the first one.
Yeah.
if I'm right. And but anyways, I sent you guys that video too. That it shows
Yeah.
like the 3D like bullets kind of like the trajectory,
yeah.
Mhm,
Yeah.
where they're traveling and shit. So, but yeah, no, it just comes down to this guy like just pulling the trigger twice.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't take you that long to pull
No,
the trigger.
you can
like,
pull the trigger within a fraction of a second.
You don't have to like reload. You don't have to like.
No,
Do you
just-
think-
just-
do you
yeah, you
think,
just sit there and you pull the trigger.
Especially you get a
pop,
hairpin,
pop,
you get a hairpin
pop,
trigger
pop,
too.
pop,
It's like
pop.
you can pull a trigger with less, like with 1 pound of pressure.
Yeah.
yeah,
And 1 pound of pressure is this.
yeah.
It's like nothing.
Yeah.
0. I can probably put like 50 pounds of pressure on like
Yeah.
my finger. Yeah. So it's not that difficult to pull a trigger. It's really not, especially when you have these carbon fiber AR-15 style rifles. So they're really light. I mean, it's not like heavy. It's a much heavier shooting.
And then imagine
my
like
fucking
imagine like how much
shotgun. It's, like,
adrenaline he's
fucking
got
heavy
going
as
on at
fuck.
that point. Like he
Totally.
knows he's about to get shot.
Totally.
He already took his
But
first
in
shot.
theory, if Trump did not, I mean, a lot of this stuff here, now we can just check.
I think
right?
I think if he
if he
doesn't
didn't
turn, he
turn-
gets shot right in the fucking.
so that
head.
means
His
it was
head-
a,
I think
that
his- I
means
think
it
his
was a
head
good
popped.
shot.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
It's not a hard shot. It is.
It was
not
actually
a hard shot.
perfect shot.
Yeah,
It was
it's-
actually a perfect
Yeah.
fucking shot, dude.
For a kid
For a kid.
who's just imagine.
It's
so,
not a hard shot.
So,
I mean, let's
so
be
let me
honest.
put you in.
It's not
Let me put
fucking
you.
hard.
Let me put you in the mind of. Let's say you're gonna kill him.
He had a
right?
fucking rangefinder.
It's,
So
not,
you're-
it's not that hard, but for a perfect headshot. For
How
a-
do you-
That's what I'm saying.
it was
And
perfect.
How do you
and-
define perfect?
and
Hits
you
him
have-
in the head. Perfect.
and
If it
you
does-
have a
if
cop-
it would have hit him in like
And you
the
have cops
chin or
forehead.
something like
You have cops coming up the ladder, or being boosted, whatever.
Exactly.
So you're stressed out,
yeah.
and you're making the shot.
That's
That's
right.
what I'm saying. It's like
No,
it's
all I-
actually a good shot.
No, all I gotta say is like, look,
That's what I'm saying.
homie had a rangefinder. If you got a scope or sights, whatever, dialed in,
Yeah.
like, it's not that difficult, especially because it wasn't windy.
No.
There's not a lot of wind
No.
differential. You're 120 yards
Yeah,
away,
it's not
which
that
is
far
it's
at all.
not far.
For
There's
that-
gonna be
for that kind of shot.
There's gonna be very nominal like earth style things that are gonna affect the trajectory of the bullet.
Yeah.
You just shoot what's in the middle of the crosshairs. I mean, it's not that fucking hard.
Yeah.
I mean, whoa, there's a head in the crosshair. Shoot it. It's like, breathe out. while
Just
you're
like we
pulling-
learned in COD, Call of Duty.
I'm just saying, no, like in terms of like actually shooting, like there are variables when you take longer shots. You have to factor in, like
Yeah, the
you know, you have
wind and the elevation.
the wind, elevation. Like gravity is gonna the bullet is going to slowly descend.
Yeah.
and there's things you have to factor in at 120 yards. That you're not factoring that. Not all that shit goes out the window.
No, with how fast it travels, like you don't worry
it's
about that.
it's gonna shift by like a millimeter.
Exactly.
Like, and I think one of the guys, like the guy he went on CNN, like that, he's a congressman now, but he was a sniper, and he's like, dude, like, at that distance, like your grouping is within an inch.
Yeah.
Like, and grouping means like is like if you're taking multiple shots, like aiming at the same spot, it's gonna group within a certain amount of. So that's gonna show
Yeah,
you.
you're not gonna be
how,
like all over the
yeah,
place.
they're not gonna. It's not gonna be like a big grouping where it's like, hey, out of 10 shots, like you
Yeah.
might hit the target once. Like these, it's like out of 10 shots, if you're a decent shot, you're hitting the target 10 times. It's fucking.
And there
You're
was a-
gonna kill the motherfucker.
And there was a couple of YouTubers that recreated the whole thing, and it's like one guy, I think he hit 15 out of 16 times the headshot.
Yeah, I mean,
At that distance.
it's 'cause it's-
Actually, I think he also recreated the elevation and everything like that.
Oh, so it's like an exact like.
Yes.
Was it like what's it called? Like the dude who does.
I mean, whatever. They're just YouTubers. I have no
there's
idea.
one guy
But
I
like,
like. He's cool. like one of the YouTubers, like something garage or some shit like that.
I think I know who you're talking about, but
Yeah.
I don't think it was that guy.
No,
These
but-
were just like random shit I found on like I don't know.
No,
Twitter
but the point
and,
is like, look, if it can take anybody, any one of us. You don't have to be an expert marksman. It'd be different if he was like, dude, he shot him from like 600 yards.
Yeah,
With
right,
an AR, I'd be
right.
like, damn, like you gotta be like a legit marksman to make this
Yeah.
shot. Like I couldn't make that shot.
Yeah.
But like from 120 yards, I could make that shot. I'm not a really amazing shot. I'm not like some like fucking expert here, but I could make that shot because it's not terribly far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But like if it was
Okay.
like if you get like 300 yards, I probably wouldn't make the
That's
shot.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd,
Gotcha.
I'd probably fuck it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is the official release or report from the FBI.
Okay.
Okay. And then after this, we'll go over like what we think and
Sure.
that sort of thing. Yeah.
There's a couple other points that I want to discuss.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the FBI continues to. This is on July 15th, so 2 days later.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is. I couldn't find anything else from the FBI because they're sending out like press releases, like saying this is what they're doing.
I
or-
trust them.
Yeah.
FBI, 100% of my trust.
So it says the FBI continues to investigate the shooting incident at July 13th rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, as an assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump and as a potential domestic terrorism. The investigation is still in the early stages, and the FBI is providing the following updates. Point 1, FBI technical specialists successfully gained access to Thomas Crooks' phone.
After
and
2 days.
And they continue to analyze his electronic devices. 2, the search of the subject's residence and vehicle are complete. 3, the FBI has conducted nearly 100 interviews of law enforcement personnel, event attendees, and other witnesses. That work continues. 4, the FBI has received hundreds of digital media tips, which include photos and videos taken at the scene, and we continue to review incoming tips. We encourage anyone with information that may assist with their phone number, while the investigative work continues, FBI victim services personnel have offered assistance. And essentially, what they say is that it's a lone gunman.
All right. So,
Okay?
Sure.
So that is the timeline in the FBI statement.
Okay.
all right.
Yeah?
So, where do we want to start here?
Was that like
what-
official from like oh, that was from the FBI. Never
was
mind.
from the FBI.
I was going to ask about the girl that appeared in Congress, like the what was
Yeah,
her-
so,
yeah, but what was her
Oh no,
her
the
position?
director of
Director,
the director of
exactly.
the Secret Service.
So
That chick,
after-
she finally fucking stepped
Yeah,
down.
she resigned.
Finally, after getting nuked by every
Yeah,
Congress,
yeah.
like my
They
God,
let her
like,
have it.
shredding her to do.
Yeah.
and like she's like that's. I think we should start with the Secret Service.
So,
because the Secret
yeah.
Service is like, it's so hilarious, and then all of her
grossly
all of her
incompetent. Like, what the
excuses
fuck?
was like, oh well, yeah, we knew that roof was a security risk. It was just it was because of the what do they call it?
The slope?
The slope. It was too slope.
Fucking bullshit.
A fucking 3-degree slope, and like literally like right next to Trump, there's 2 snipers on like a goddamn like a fucking chimney,
like a 6-degree
I
or whatever.
know, it's like crazy. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
the slope.
So really, on that point, the last thing is that the videos came out, and you guys can talk about it, and it's the ineptitude of Secret Service agents.
the DEI hired.
And, and eventually, as of like this week, Kimberly Sheidel, she was in front of Congress, and she was asking or being
and got fucking
berated
just dominated
brilliant.
by
Yeah, like,
by
just-
both sides of the aisle.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
both.
everyone was shitting on her.
Democratic,
They were all like, "You're an idiot."
Democratic,
Like, you
Republican,
suck at this.
etc. And then, following that widespread criticism, she resigned.
Finally, it took long enough.
Yeah.
It's so funny because I think she was security. She was the head of security at like fucking Disney or some stupid bullshit.
Really?
Literally, it was for like
Yeah.
some like regular like public company, and then she became the director of the Secret Service, and then she proceeded to then wanting to increase the Secret Service's hiring of women by like 35%. And I'm
you
not
go.
saying like, look, there are super badass
Yeah.
there are super badass chicks
Oh,
out
I'm
there
sure.
who are fucking the shit. But like, let's be honest, the people that they had there were, I mean,
Were
not
worse
those
worse
ones.
than incompetent.
Now, not
They
the
were
people.
useless.
Like there was a couple of them. There was a few, which we're
were
gonna get
legit.
into now.
They were
Yeah, and
legit.
it was the
They-
dudes
they-
in the camo with the fucking helmets. Like those
They
dudes look
identified
legit.
the shooter minutes earlier. Yes, they were like, "Oh, I got this guy on the
Many
roof.
minutes,
I got this
actually.
guy in my scope.
Oh, they're
There's
gonna tell
a
them, just hold.
And there's a great video.
but he was
There's a
not
great
classified
video.
as a threat.
Yeah, there's a great video of the sniper, of the main sniper, looking up out of his scope
Yes.
and going, "What the fuck's going on?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then looking back into his scope.
Oh, then he
and
hears
going,
shots, and then he's like, "Fucking."
I'm gonna
Yeah,
do-
when
I'm gonna do
when he
this.
heard shots, that's when he went back into
Yeah.
his scope.
But
And
my thing
looking
is
for
like,
him.
how is he not a threat? There's a man with a gun aimed at the president. Not a threat.
Not a threat.
Not a threat.
That's fucking bullshit.
Like, how is that not a fucking threat? I mean, how do you define a threat? How
And-
can I be a threat?
Let's say he
What is a
was,
threat?
or let's say he wasn't. Doesn't matter. You take Trump off the stage.
Just take him off the stage.
him off the
Literally.
Take him off
That's
stage.
all they had to do. They didn't have to shoot the guy. Just like, take him
Now
off stage.
I'm gonna feed the conspiracy fire a little bit more. Yeah.
Sure.
Which is
I already know what you're gonna
which is right after that. Right after that, Joseph Biden, our current sitting president,
Yes.
Yeah.
then was diagnosed with COVID. And then disappeared for 5 days.
Oh yeah, and then he finally, dude, bro. Did you see him?
Then
did you see
reappeared.
him? Did you see him come out
Re-
with the
well,
fucking Wemby legs?
Then
Dude,
then
he looked like he was 18
Wemby
feet. He
legs.
looked like he was 8 feet tall.
I
Well,
love
hold
that.
on,
I was
hold
like,
on,
what the
hold on. Before we
fuck?
get to that, before we get to that,
Look like an
then,
alien, bro.
then, when has it ever happened this way? The president backed out of the race via Twitter,
Via Twitter,
No,
yeah.
and then his
like
and then
without
his,
the presidential seal.
and his signature was like they literally
Fucking-
sketchy.
Dude, they compared his signature to the last 5 presidential things that he signed,
It
and it was
did
like
not
way
match.
off.
Weird.
Did
and
not
I
thought it
match.
was
And the
weird.
fact
Now, you
that-
could argue that he was sick, blah
No,
blah,
no.
but like
Super
it's
weird.
sketchy.
No,
So
bro,
then
not on the
Kamala-
letterhead, and then no, sorry, real
Yeah,
quick.
okay.
He was like, there. He's like, only death is going to push me out of this race. He was literally like, over my fucking dead body. Then he's like, I step back. So, like literally like 2 days after he was like, I'll never fucking quit.
But he didn't do a press conference.
Nope.
He didn't announce it to the American
Well, he did now.
people.
Well, yeah. I mean,
No, but at the time,
Back then,
that
yeah.
at
COVID
the time,
was real.
he did a letter via Twitter.
Yes. Oh, for the announcement, right.
Yes. He did a letter via
Not
Twitter.
even like a live stream, like,
and then a
hey,
day or
like,
two later,
hey, what's up?
it just all of a sudden became Kamala's running.
And then she's got $80 million donated.
Well, she hasn't been officially nominated.
Dude,
I know,
named.
but
Dude,
but
the Obamas just endorsed her.
I
She's-
know,
she's
but
the-
all I'm saying is this.
officially.
I'm saying the
She's the candidate.
timeline is
She's the
super
candidate.
weird
It's
to me,
very weird.
and I'm not usually on that weirdness.
No, you're not.
But that's fucking weird.
It's super weird, and you know
it's
what's...
either A, unprofessional,
It's
Right.
more than that.
or B,
puppet.
conspiratorial.
And you know what's also
That's-
fucked up? You know
all controlled.
the most fucked up thing is who voted for Kamala? Who voted for Kamala to be the
Nobody did.
candidate? Not a fucking
know.
not one fucking human being voted for Kamala Harris to be the Democratic nominee. Not one.
If she gets...
She's going to. The fucking Obamas
just
endorsed
saying.
her.
I'm just saying.
That's like the gold
I'm
seal.
trying to be factual.
I saw a poll.
She got $81 million.
I saw. Let me tell you. I saw a poll from Associated Press. This is not like a fake thing. It's Associated Press. She's beating Trump.
Those, I never believe polls. Polls are bullshit. You know,
I know, but I'm just telling you.
Okay, but let me
I'm
tell you
just
this.
telling you.
The
tell you
polls
this.
also said
The
Hillary
betting-
had a 99% chance.
I'm
of
just
victory.
telling you.
Okay,
it's so
fine, but let me tell you
weird.
this.
It's
The
so
betting
weird.
markets have Trump winning.
That's why.
And Vegas
Vegas
never
never
loses.
loses. Not ever, not once, dude.
So, but all of this leads us to the question in this the summary or the conclusion of was it a coup?
Yes.
Was Trump's shooting related to the Biden situation?
I think.
What's happening? Where are we? What the fuck is going on with this guy? Like
That
it's
is the
chaos.
question. What the
It's
fuck is
chaos.
going on, man?
I think that they had to improvise. So
To get him out.
Well,
'Cause
it-
everybody, because
no.
the last, you remember the debate?
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was
dude.
Train wreck.
So they're like,
Train wreck.
So
we
they're like,
talked about
okay.
it in our news episode.
No, but it's so funny that they were like, oh my god, I can't believe that he's like this down the rabbit hole. I'm like, dude, he's had dementia for years. He's been the same guy. Like, he's the same fucking dude. He's always been.
Now,
He's
do
always
you-
been this fucking psycho.
Do you think that he has degraded? Do you think that he has been taking off his meds
100%.
on purpose? Maybe.
No,
do you think,
here's
I do.
Here's exactly what I think.
You know,
I
what
do,
you
I
guys
think-
about
I'm
that?
gonna give you my full.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you my
we go.
full fucking
Give me the
shebang.
timeline. I want Trump assassination attempt to Biden removal.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah?
All right, so we're gonna go. Starts the assassination attempt.
Okay.
They thought it was a done deal. They get some young radical. They're like, bro, like you're gonna be saving.
Who's they?
Well, I mean, call it what you want. The deep state, the fucking whatever the fuck.
Okay.
I think he was recruited to do this, and like, hey, like, you know, this is your way of giving back. This is a way of helping society, like doing what no one else can. I think it's easy to take a 20-year-old, especially one who's been like shit on his whole life and bullied, and like, you know, give him a purpose. Like,
Yeah.
okay, he was given a
Make him
purpose,
part
and
of
they're
something.
like, look, we got it set up to where you're gonna be able to make the shot. They probably didn't tell him he was gonna die. Like, you know, probably made him think like he was gonna like be alive, and like, we're gonna save you. Don't
There's
worry.
a van down by
I
the
know,
way.
like, yeah, don't worry about it, like easy peasy.
Uh-huh.
But obviously, he's obviously gonna die. But and I think what happened is like just a fluke. I think it was a fluke that Trump happened to turn and he missed, and then they were like, oh shit, we got to improvise. I think the main game plan was like, if Trump's gone, Biden wins easy landslide victory, like no problem.
Yeah,
Like,
if,
they
he's-
got
if
all-
Trump's gone.
yeah, if
for
Trump's
sure.
gone, easy landslide victory for Biden. Then, like, you know, he dies of old age, and then Kamala takes over, and then they're like sick. Like, this is totes
So
because
they fast tracked it.
they fast tracked. I think they wanted Kamala because I'm no offense to her.
I don't think they wanted Kamala.
No,
I don't
Here-
think they want Kamala either.
here's why they
Yeah,
want her,
because-
bro. Because she'll do whatever the fuck they want.
I
You
mean,
think
no,
Kamala
other
Harris?
people
so?
will
You
too.
you think Kamala Harris? But no, dude. Are you kidding me? It's so simple. Black woman, bro.
She's
Easy peasy.
This is gonna be the first woman president that wins. Like this is the best
I know,
example.
dude. I
Dude, they
know.
tried with Hillary, but she's got
I
too many
know.
skeletons in the
Honestly,
closet, bro.
I wish it was.
And,
So then
and
they should have put Michelle.
Michelle. They should have done Michelle.
She's
Michelle
a
would've
man.
won.
Hey, they still could. They
Michelle
still
would've
can.
won.
They still can.
Michelle
Honestly-
would have won.
Honestly, I would have been like,
She would have won.
all right.
She would have 100% won. She would have
You
got
know
all
what I
the.
mean?
No, I know. I keep saying like, hey,
She would've
like,
got-
she's not
she would've gotten the
official, but
older
we
white
did
women vote, too.
Verify like there
Oh,
was
shit, dude.
there was
My mom would
$81
fucking be
million.
rallying for her. Jesus
Fucking-
Christ.
Fucking
Oh,
Harris
my
raised
God.
$81 million in a day. Come on now.
Let's be honest. I mean, it's
I
just,
don't understand these statistics.
But they know the statistics. I don't understand. It's like I don't like. Look, if Biden,
maybe
No,
we're
listen.
maybe we're a Republican podcast.
No, listen.
I don't understand.
No, we're
I know,
not.
right?
I don't
No,
understand.
It's
just
it's
don't
always
understand.
it's
We're
always,
not. We just talk about the conspiracy.
It's always the stat. It's always the
happens to be on the left
It's,
right now.
No, it's the stats that always skew
Yeah.
me. Like I don't refuse. I never was like, oh, there's no way that Biden could have beat Trump. I never thought that. Of course he could have. 100%.
Yeah, right.
But the fact that Biden got more votes than Obama did, I
No.
was like, no fucking
Nobody believes
way.
that.
Gotcha.
No way in
believes that.
hell.
The highest number of votes ever in the history of
In the history of America.
America. Yeah.
That's why I was. That's when I was like, something's off. Like Obama got everybody's votes.
Yeah.
Republicans voted for Obama.
I voted for him.
I voted for Obama. Like he was like the golden. He was a fucking charismatic.
I did
Holy
too.
shit!
Yeah.
I mean, that was my thing. I was like, it was never that I thought Biden couldn't beat Trump. Of course, I thought he could beat him. But the fact that he got more votes than Obama, I was like, this is not correct.
Yeah.
This is inaccurate. It's impossible. The most likable dude until he fucked everything up. But the most likable dude ever was Obama. He was the most accepted, like unilaterally fucking accepted president that we've had in a long time.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he
True,
was.
true. Very true.
So that's what I'm saying.
Very true.
It's the numbers. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
Kamala getting $81 million in a day. Okay. She was literally, if you look at the stats,
You just have
she
to
was
look at
the
the-
lowest.
speaking of
She
stats-
had the lowest VP rating in history. In the history
Really?
of America. The lowest
see that.
rating
Really?
ever.
Yes.
Really?
The
Yes.
lowest. And now she gets 81
Oh,
million.
Come on now.
Get
The
fuck-
coconuts and the
My
God.
God. Her laugh.
That's called an outlier in
Oh
statistics,
my
and like
God.
that,
Yeah.
you know, it's way outside of the normal
It's so absurd.
in a day. Get 81 million.
And I'm
So-
sorry, she is literally known for sleeping her way to the top. Actually, that's actually
facts.
what it's fact. It's proven. It's not even, I'm not speculating. This is the actual facts. She fucked the Chief Justice to get to become the Attorney General. Like, dude, let's be honest here.
In
This
Oakland, no less.
this is the facts.
no.
She
So-
she was fucking Montel Williams. Come on, what else
She's
do
a
I have to
psycho.
say? Come
So,
on.
Jorge, go.
Are you done?
We got super like fucking sidetracked. No, but I think that was the plan, and they had to like improvise, and they were like, oh shit,
Yeah.
Okay.
and they were like, oh, and Biden's like, no, I can do it. Ah, I'm a man. They're like, okay, COVID. And then like they put him under wraps, and they probably put him in a fucking basement somewhere, and they're like, listen, old man, you're gonna shut the fuck up, and they're gonna sign
So we
this
never
shit
got into the guy that appears in videos that was on the water
on the
tower.
water tower.
Okay,
It's like a shadow,
It's
but
not
it's
a
clearly,
video. It's
I
not a
mean-
video of a guy.
It's
What are
a
you talking
video.
about?
I've seen the video.
It's a shadow.
It's a.
It's a
not
shadow.
Like,
correct.
It's
That's
not
not-
like
it's
you
a
see,
figure.
like,
it's
a
like
figure.
it's like the Yeti. Like
Yes.
Okay.
I know.
sure.
I'm also like,
Yeah, like
it's
well,
a-
maybe.
It,
Little
it was
bit.
probably
Maybe.
taken with an iPhone. If Sean would have
If
taken
I
it,
would
with
have taken, I would have like, I would have like literally had his badge number. Like, what the fuck is that?
No, but it is strange. Like it does seem like there's a figure of a
It
guy.
does seem like it's a figure.
a figure of a guy.
It does
He
look like a
comes
figure,
out,
but it could be
and
a
then it
shadow.
looks clearly like he moves back in to like
Could
behind
it be?
whatever the
Could it
the
be a
thing is.
sniper? Secret Service?
It could be for sure.
Does that make sense? Like a
Yeah.
protecting.
But why would the FBI not, mention that or,
I don't know,
or
this
confirm
seems
that
like
or whatever? 'Cause they would-
Confidential, bro.
yeah, need to know
National
basis.
security.
Above your pay
National
grade.
security. National
Terrorizers.
security.
Yeah.
Terrorists.
Okay, so,
So
you,
what are
you
you're
what
thinking
about-
of? There's
the
a,
second
there's thinking
shooter?
of
Okay,
what?
there's
Okay.
a couple of things that we I was waiting to see if we were going to go over or not. Okay, what about
Oh, yeah, yeah.
CNN
Deep down the fucking well here.
live
baby.
stream? CNN live streams this rally, which is the only time that they've done that in a Trump rally before.
Oh. There was a lot of like weird
Come on.
coinkydinks.
Why this one?
And there was like, I know there.
So did they get tipped off?
But what about and there's also that random like woman in the back. Like
Okay, yes, we didn't talk about this. Okay, there's a video of.
I don't know if it's who they say
Hold
it
on,
is.
hold on.
I know,
Finish the train of thought first.
No,
on the
that-
on the
that-
water tower. Oh, okay.
Oh, in the water. No, I'm just.
Before you get
bringing
into
up-
the woman
I'm
He's
bringing
just
up
bringing
a
up
couple of. I'm
points.
bringing up a couple of
Things.
things that we didn't get into.
and CNN. So okay,
that are-
let me
that are
debunk
fishy.
CNN. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Pennsylvania is one of the most important states
It
for
is, if
for
not the most important.
yeah,
state.
exactly.
Yeah.
So there's
Why,
a
would-
rally
why,
there.
why didn't they do it last time that he ran?
They probably wanted. They probably were live streaming it to hope that he'd fuck up.
Yeah.
Like hoping
Yeah.
that he would like say the N word or something.
Yeah,
And
but I
like,
mean,
yes!
still, it's a news.
Got him!
It's a news event, regardless of if he messes up or
CNN
doesn't.
is a national news network. The fact that it was Pennsylvania, what the fuck? Does
Well,
that
no,
have to
it's
do with
one of the most important swing states.
No, Pennsylvania is like that's why
Yeah.
Kamala Harris, her VP
Yeah,
pick is the
is
governor
the-
of Pennsylvania.
yeah.
I know, but
to
what
try
I'm
to get
saying is
Pennsylvania.
that if they wanted to, okay, fine, whatever.
Okay,
Let,
yeah.
let's move on from that.
Shut up, Jorge.
Debunked.
Shut up, Eric.
Debunked.
Debunked.
That one's so 21, sir.
Changing at 500. All right,
We got pit boss to table 11 here.
And the guy in the water tower, you debunked it by
no,
by
that
saying
one's-
by
no,
saying
that
No,
one's
that one's up in the air.
that one's like the grassy knoll.
Oh, they were
Okay.
like, I saw dudes with suits, but
Right,
There's
right.
witnesses.
Yeah, I agree.
A foggy video.
It's
It's,
just
like the Yeti.
yeah.
I agree.
It's
It's
like
not the
you
best.
know,
But it's possible.
Clearest.
But it's
It's
possible.
possible.
If there was
but-
like muzzle flash of
but
something
he's
there,
not
I'd be
the
like,
second
oh,
It's
shooter.
possible, but what's confusing is the angle doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
Yeah, he would
That's
also
what I
he would
was
like
gonna
shot
say.
would
like
have
from
to
the
be
back
like-
of
The
the head
second
there.
shooter.
It would have to be like
the fact that we got a picture of the bullet traveling right
I
past
That
No.
was wild.
Is that
that's fucking
fake?
crazy.
No,
No.
no, it's real. Like a lot of news sources have been like, "This is real."
Because I
Yeah.
can make that.
No,
No.
a lot of news sources said it was real, and
Yeah.
then there was a whole thing with like the shutter speed had to be so set to like literally
Crazy,
like,
yeah.
maxed out, and they were
And
like,
how-
you would never take a normal picture at that range.
Imagine that
true.
photographer and like you hear gunshots, you know it's right in your vicinity, like it could definitely hit you.
Yeah.
And he still has like the
He's like,
what's it called? Like the
Yeah,
frame rate is like
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
maxed out. He's like, hell yeah.
yeah.
Do you think that
to
guy's
capture
gonna
that.
like he's set? The guy
Yeah,
who took the
wonder.
photo,
I hope so, man. Like,
or he's working for the company. So you
No,
know what I
he's-
mean? Like
It's not his intellectual property.
yeah, so it's the company.
it's the company's.
that's-
Oh,
yeah,
man,
it's like
sucks.
it's like when
Done.
you invent something for
Maybe he'll
like
win the-
Procter and Gamble, and you're
Maybe
like,
what's the Pulitzer for photography? There's probably one.
yeah.
there might be.
You know,
I'd like to
there's
know.
probably one.
Yeah.
He's not gonna.
I
Get
mean, this is definitely going to go down as one of the
They're
best.
gonna kill him.
That
Yeah.
and also, of course, the one where he's like raising
Yeah.
his fist and saying
that one.
"Fight."
Whoever
Yeah.
took that
With-
picture is getting
It's
it.
the same guy.
No way.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, that guy's definitely winning.
We'll
the
have to
Pulitzer.
check on that.
100% winning the
Yes.
Pulitzer for sure.
I saw a video of him, and he starts from like, if you're looking at the podium, he starts from the left of the podium, and he's like traveling to the right, you know, kind of following him and
Yeah.
and whatnot.
I'm
so.
sorry if I was a cameraman, I'd
Yeah,
be like, I'm
literally
out.
like that.
I'm fucking like I'm just
Yeah.
gone. Like
Standing
peace.
up the whole time, no matter.
I'm
you
like
know,
this
even
fucking shit job is not worth.
These guys
dying.
should be moved to the NFL because those are fucking crazy photos.
that is crazy.
Yeah, those are really
Okay,
amazing.
let's
Yeah,
go
okay.
on to the next one.
Okay.
There's a lady
Oh,
that's
yeah,
right
that
behind Trump
Literally
in the video.
Doesn't flinch.
Like right behind him towards the left when you're looking at
Did
the
they-
video, right? She's on, or sorry, to his right.
Well, it's to his left, our right. If
All
you're looking
right,
at the video.
if you're looking at the video, who is very sketchy. Like she does not.
She was just
flinch.
unfazed. Like literally,
Oh,
shots
no.
fired. Everyone
Did you
scatters.
Figure
and
out
she's
where
like-
they
Okay.
figured out who it was.
No, it's speculative.
It's speculative.
The
It's
assistant-
speculative that she's an FBI like direct. She's like a director
Like the
at the
assistant-
FBI.
deputy director.
Yeah,
or
Yeah, she's
something
a
like
deputy
that. Like,
director or some crazy
you
shit.
want to look it up so we don't look?
No, it's what it is.
That's right. It's the deputy
just-
director of the
It
FBI.
is okay.
No, but it's honestly, if I'm gonna be honest,
And that
she doesn't really look like the picture they were showing. So I was like, meh. Like
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true, but I did think it was
Close.
super weird that there was like the bitch was like made of stone. I
Unfazed, man.
I would be like, fucking get down.
at least ducking.
Yeah, like or running or moving.
So if it's
there was
not
no
if it-
motion.
if it's not her, then it's even weirder.
Then
If it
she's-
is
maybe
her,
maybe it's
then I
fucking-
can understand why she's there. You
maybe
know,
she's deaf. I
she-
don't know. That could be-
other Secret Service
Racial
personnel
embarrassing.
were invited or they were there, so I can understand why she was there. But the fact that like one shot goes off and it's unfazed,
Literally
pulls out
unfazed.
her iPhone or
and then
whatever,
she's like,
and starts recording like without even ducking though. I can understand when you pull out your iPhone and you're like this. You know
she
what I
was
mean?
recording the whole time.
Yeah.
She started.
Half of the videos are people are
No.
ducked down
No,
and
she,
they're like
she
they're
pulls
on
out her phone like before the shots happen and she starts recording and the shots happen and she's still just sitting there like recording and everyone's like fucking ants like
Yeah.
scatters and she's just like
Okay.
And I was like, that's a little weird.
So what do you think
All
that
right,
is?
so what about this? Have you heard the theory?
Oh, here we go. I probably haven't even heard this.
I've been waiting for this for a long
There's a
time.
building behind
portal.
no, there was a building
since
behind where
Stargate.
the shooter was,
Ever
and there's a
since
window there. So there's a possibility because he was right behind the shooter. There's a possibility of a second shooter there.
Well,
The professional.
Didn't they say that the police snipers were like literally
he
like
missed?
on?
Oh
like,
yeah, we missed to
no,
go over that.
There was a police snipers that were on like the second floor, and then the homie was on the roof, and they were on the floor. They were beneath him.
The roof that
they
he
were
was
They were
on
underneath.
was the I forgot what the
sniper
official
nest.
word is.
I know, but
The
they were
nest.
like the slope.
Their
We
nest.
couldn't
Fine,
go
call
on
it
the
their
slope.
nest.
What the fuck? Like, they were
That is
under,
where-
they're like, you hear that? There's fucking shots. What is this?
But
It's just gross. It's the
Negligence.
negligence is so so insane that it's impossible that it just happened on accident.
okay.
It's
I
impossible.
agree.
It's
Like
just
we always
impossible.
say in this podcast, okay, there's one thing that happens.
You can
okay.
have one coincidence.
Yes, one
Max.
coincidence.
There's a
When
maximum.
there's two, there's three coincidences.
3 is where it's too much,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
I mean, this was like
Two.
Okay,
200
so-
coincidences.
Yeah.
So then the sniper that was like to Trump's right shoulder on top on the roof, which is the one that took him out, took the shooter out. It was reported that he had him in his sight, in his coat, in his
For
scope.
4 minutes, right? Something like that.
I don't know, but it was a
Yeah.
few minutes.
It was a while. Yeah.
It was a while. And then he reported, hey, I have this guy on the roof, blah, blah, blah.
like, give me the
And
fucking green light.
He was told not to engage. That's very,
Well,
very,
see,
very
like even if
sketchy.
even if they're like, hey, don't engage,
Why would
they would
that
be like,
happen?
take Trump off the stage.
Exactly.
Take him off the stage.
But what would be the reason that would happen?
They want him to
Like he
fucking
didn't-
shoot
could
Trump.
they not see the rifle?
Of course they could.
Yeah, they could.
Dude, it's
I don't get it.
120
You know what I
yards.
mean?
That motherfucker can see the
And by the
homie's
way-
eyeballs like in that scope. He's like, oh, cool. Like, I see,
So
like,
then
the
it
fucking-
was also
the
reported
zipper
that
goes.
even after the first shot, he was told not to engage either.
See, that doesn't make sense.
And then he disregarded
after
the
a
order.
shot,
it
I get
doesn't
it.
make sense.
I get it. The whole concept of like don't fire
Yeah,
unless
it's like
fire
rules of
upon.
war,
Yeah,
like,
rules of
yeah,
engagement.
rules of engagement,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But that doesn't apply when a
But
fucking
if
former
he's-
president is on the podium without a bulletproof glass in front of him.
True.
No, that's true. And like you would just take him off the stage. Like, yo, they'd be like, okay, get off the
Exactly.
stage. We're gonna get this dude off the roof,
Yeah.
and then we can resume the rally.
Okay.
Do you remember there was this one video of like Trump at a rally? I think it was like way back when he first ran or something, and they had to like rush him off the stage because there was like some guy that
Yeah.
was trying to rush the
Yeah.
stage or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
And,
yeah.
and he didn't even have a gun.
And-
And they were like,
There was
get him
no-
off the stage.
There was no
He
threats.
was like a
There was no
bro.
pop in. There was no like
No, nothing.
nothing.
It was
and they
like a
rushed him
dude.
off. So okay.
It's just weird.
So anyways,
So what's your
back,
summation?
back,
Yeah, what
hold
is
on,
your
hold on a
summation?
second. I'm trying to get into all these other details that you didn't get into, Eric.
Horace, like, shut the fuck up. I have the floor.
Well, this is like new. This is like all happening now.
I know.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the thing. We're still
hard.
learning about it.
It's
But
hard.
anyways, so there is that theory that there was another guy, shooter,
Yeah.
that was actually the professional. Because by the way, it was like I know Sean keeps saying like it was an easy shot, but it was a very, very accurate shot where it was supposed to land. And
homie,
so
give
there's
me-
a
give me-
theory that
give me
there was
8 shots, bro.
that there was a theory that there was this professional, sniper behind the shooter. There was
And
a
he
window,
missed,
there's
too.
a window behind where he was laying down or whatever. So there you go. There's that too. I do think that there's definitely some deeper, like group behind this.
Oh,
right?
there's something.
And then he was just a patsy. I mean, we kind of
Oh,
like.
of course.
Brooks.
He's a clear
Crooks,
bastard.
I know.
Crooks, Brooks.
And it's you know what's really great? You can't interrogate a dead dude.
Yeah.
Like, there's no
Now-
No, it's the age-old tale.
Now here's the
Of
thing,
course.
right?
You know what I mean?
They've
It's
gone
just
through.
like JFK. It's
Yeah.
the same
MLK,
it's the same playbook.
RFK,
Same
playbook.
Same
thing.
playbook.
It's every time they're like, oh damn it, he left his wallet,
Yeah.
his ID, and like his
Yeah.
semen was on the scene. They're like he jizzed on the roof right before he shot the shot. Like, fuck, okay.
Jesus Christ.
I know. Little,
Speaking of the same
bullets
playbook,
coming.
we all don't still know is what was his motive? Like why?
Yeah, why?
Yeah.
Like, what
right?
are you trying to?
And it's like like you're saying, like the same thing we keep seeing over all these other
Yeah.
things in history. So,
Okay.
Eric's
in
gonna be
the-
like, it was an accident.
yeah.
Like, you know what? I don't know. A fluke.
I still think that Trump needs to watch out. I still think they're
100%.
I think they're gonna try to go after him again. I think that there's a lot of just push for this power that
Yeah.
they're looking
I
for.
thought they were gonna try to. I thought they were gonna get Biden shot just to be like to like reverse it, to do like the
Yeah.
Uno reverse card.
That's
Yeah.
too. That's
Now
too,
we've got the sympathy.
That's too like abrasive.
I gotta
Like, it's
say,
too,
like Trump's
you know.
balls, dude. Like he showed up to Michigan. I think it was like a couple days later, or maybe the next day. I don't even
Motherfucker
remember.
was playing golf the
I
next
don't
day.
know.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's balls.
What the fuck?
Dude, I would not be
I
going.
mean,
To
it's
show
just-
up to
what
another
else is he gonna
rally.
do?
To show up to another rally.
What is he
if
gonna
someone
do?
just tried to kill you, would you go to the same type of
Actually,
venue that
first he
you
went to
almost got killed?
No, first he went to the convention.
golf thing?
No,
For
the
sure. I don't
convention.
give a shit
He
about
wouldn't
that.
play golf.
No, the
and-
golf thing is fine, but it's just going to another rally. That would freak me out.
Yeah, true.
Not playing golf.
100%.
I'd,
True,
I'd
true,
go
true,
play
true,
golf,
true,
but I wouldn't
true,
go to a
true,
rally.
Right. The next day you
Sure.
go play golf.
No, oh no.
No,
I'd be like
yeah,
fucking
no.
trying to like milk it with
I'd
my
be
wife.
like Ivanka.
Oh!
I'd be like Ivanka.
I might never get it again. Let's go. One last nut, please.
One last night.
All right, so Eric's gonna tell us how this was fake.
Eric, what's your play?
Stage.
What's your play, Eric?
Okay.
That's a lot of
Yeah. No, it is weird. It is weird.
Are you in the camp of it was
I'm in.
staged?
How
No,
weird.
I'm in the camp of the extreme negligence. I think I've learned in this. We've done fucking 85 episodes, which is mind blowing.
That's weird.
We've done 85 episodes, and almost every major conspiracy is about negligence of the police.
But then, yeah, it's really.
Yeah, but
is-
this was back
I
in
know,
history when we
but
didn't
no,
have
I
like
know,
even
but I
DNA,
mean,
we didn't
like,
have
almost
digital
every-
cameras,
I
we didn't
know.
have heat
No,
signatures,
I know, it's
No,
true.
but it's
drones.
Also, but it's also like it's negligence. It's not just. This isn't like police negligence. This is like of the Secret Service.
Yeah, and
Like,
you get complacent.
Can the
and
Secret
you
Service allow that much negligence? It's
Yeah.
not just like, oh,
mean-
it's like this, like multiple,
Literally,
like
this is what you
everyone,
trained
Yeah.
for.
all 70 motherfuckers that were there were
Now-
fucking up. Like, come on.
Now, I do believe that the Democratic Party used this situation to do something nefarious
With Biden.
with Biden.
Mhm.
So I don't know if the shooting was, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it could have been a radical and a negligence of the Secret Service.
Oh, and you're saying they,
And then
they
the
just,
Dem
they
Party
just took
was
the
like-
situation. They were
they
like,
took the situation.
they were like,
let's
this is,
capitalize.
This is how we get him out. Like Biden
Yeah.
is clearly not like he can't.
Because do you
he can't
remember when it
sustain-
happened? Do you remember when it happened? It was like Trump's winning.
No, that doesn't.
Oh,
make
they
sense.
were
No,
like-
no. Within 72 hours, every literally person on
Even
earth
like
was
CNN
like,
Trump
Yeah.
wins.
Trump won.
Yeah,
Trump
wins
won the election.
Like, he
Even
wins.
So they
like
needed-
CNN.
Yes.
And like,
Well, they knew that
So they
knew
had
that
to do
Biden,
something.
They knew that Biden would lose.
Yes,
They knew that
exactly.
Biden couldn't win.
Exactly.
But see, that's why I think
So-
they picked Kamala because A, she's already been in the
No.
White House,
Totally.
and she's
no,
a
'cause
black
Kamala,
woman,
Kamala
bro.
didn't
Totally.
come into play
She's
until
a
after
black
Trump.
That's why I say.
That's what I'm saying. After they say,
Oh, okay.
they knew
I thought you were saying leading
no,
up
no,
to the Trump
after
thing.
the Trump
That's
thing,
what I'm
they were
saying
like-
is
they were
you-
like Trump wins,
Yeah.
Biden loses. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
instantly.
You use the circumstances that you have, and then you do nefarious things.
Yeah, they're like, cool. We need the.
I
we need
don't
the
think
Biden-
I don't think they got this guy to kill him. I don't see anything.
So he acted on his own,
Yeah,
and
Got a luck
he
shot.
happened to take
I think he
a
got a
luck
luck shot.
shot.
I think it was a
That
luck shot.
was unlucky.
But it was such
'cause
a
Trump
close-
moved his head.
It was actually a luck shot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It was-
yeah. Whether by the grace of God or by
I think it was just
the
like
miracle of. I mean, now that's the next question, and
Okay,
the final question of this.
We didn't even get into why was he in a BlackRock commercial, and why did BlackRock and
Strange.
other
That is-
oh my God,
investors
we didn't
That
even
is-
get it.
short the
Dude,
Donald Trump
that is
stock
deep.
the day
That is
before?
very
No,
deep.
and
With
then-
I'm talking about like a
That's
quarter
very
of
deep.
their portfolio,
No, it
or
was
whatever.
it was
like,
half. It was literally so.
Okay,
the
half.
company
Jesus
that
Christ.
the
It was
company
like
that did it
they stand
was,
to
was
profit how much?
Well, the company that did it is responsible for managing $500 million.
Okay.
So that's like their assets under management.
Yeah.
And they bet half of it. Which you do not. If you're in the
You don't go
finance-
all that.
You don't put half.
You never
no,
risk
No,
that.
but here's the thing.
You would never
Here's the
risk
thing
that.
that's so fucked up. So they put up half, and then after Trump survived, they called a week later and were like, "Oh, it was an accounting mistake. We didn't
Right.
mean we only meant to do this much." And then the SEC was like, "Oh, okay, no problem, refund."
Yeah. So what you're talking about
They
is
literally got refunded the money because it was a mistake.
what you're talking about is that the
Whoopsie-daisies.
SEC had to put out a paper that officially said who invested in this because they're a publicly traded company.
Well, see,
Yeah.
the thing that company is actually owned by BlackRock.
Exactly.
That's the funny.
And so
that's
why
the
was the
funny thing.
shooter in the BlackRock commercial?
Yeah. The shoe was in a
mean,
BlackRock commercial.
That
The
is
BlackRock,
very
BlackRock shorts.
coincidental.
Life is full of coincidences.
I mean,
Name the last coincidence that you have been involved in personally.
I do agree that it's strange.
yeah.
That they short it and they're like,
agree it's
oopsie,
strange.
accident.
And so,
Would they have been
so
said
I'm
accident
not,
if he died?
I'm
They're
not,
like,
I'm not like hundo percent. You know what I mean?
On you talking about the commercial or
I'm
the
talking about
or
the shooter.
shorting?
No, I'm talking about the shooter.
Yeah.
Being not like hired or manipulated
okay.
or something like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. I'm not 100%. As more information comes out, I think we'll look into it more. But
We might
it's
do
hard
a
to
little,
say.
little update.
Yeah,
little
we might
part
do a little part two.
little,
you know?
yeah, little like
Yeah.
addendum.
in the future. We'll do an update.
But we do know that things are getting wild,
Yeah.
and I mean,
That's a crazy world, man.
I do think that we should kind of like try to.
I think it's
do
gonna
agree
get
that
really
maybe we
crazy
should
from
tone
here
it
to
down.
November.
Unless it's so, if this is important to us or you or whatever, then stand your ground.
But my thing
that
is,
make sense?
there's a
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah,
difference
that makes
between
sense.
standing your ground and then just hating the opposing side of the ground you're standing.
Yeah,
The complete difference.
yeah,
And like we should all like just like chill out.
Yes.
Like I get it. Like if you don't like Trump or if you don't like Biden, like I personally hate Kamala. Like doesn't mean that I want her to die or I want her supporters to die or that I think her supporters are the scum of the earth. I never thought that. I personally don't like her, and that's it. I never wished her death. Like
Yeah.
so the people that are like, oh man, they should have killed Trump. Like, why do you want the dude to die, bro? Just don't like him. Who cares? Like, you can just not
Yeah.
like someone and like they could still live and
Yeah.
like live a life. So-
There's a couple people
Yeah.
that I know of
I
that,
agree with that.
posted that comments like that on either Facebook or TikTok or,
It's just
or
like,
X
come
or
on,
whatever.
Like, relax.
But they were like put out there and they either lost their jobs.
Oh,
they
dude,
lost
people-
their
yeah,
business,
big time.
Like
Big
you
time.
know, So
Yeah,
just
yeah.
be
it's
careful
just
what
like-
you're commenting out there too.
Yeah.
Like,
It's also just like it's not that
different-
big. It's not that big of a deal. It's just a dude. Like, why does he have to die? Who cares?
right.
Like,
Yeah.
Jesus,
I
just
know.
vote and then like live your fucking life.
yeah, seriously.
That's true.
Christ. And like, don't like shit on people that you don't know just because of their political affiliation. You don't know them. You don't know if
So-
they're a good person, bad person. Like,
Or you don't know what they went through.
Yeah,
that
it's
we
like-
didn't go through.
literally, maybe you
Yeah.
just like have a conversation with someone. Like, dude, my parent, like, I'm a Republican. My parents are Democrats. I don't hate them. I fucking love my parents. My mom's coming to stay with me for a week. Like, I love my parents, dude. Like,
Yeah.
like
Real quick, so if they would have actually headshot,
Killed him.
Oh, dude,
do we have civil war?
dude, it would
No,
it would have.
We
I
have
We're
would.
not
riots.
there yet.
We have riots.
We're not there yet.
I would have been
Yeah.
really afraid.
Riots,
I would have been
yes.
afraid that shit would have escalated to
Yeah.
a point that.
but we're not there yet. I don't want to say yet.
No,
Like,
I'm-
that sounds
no,
that
I-
sounds
what do you-
ominous.
What do
I
you
think
mean
we
by
would have
that?
got close, bro.
I'm saying if he would have died.
If he would have died, I think it would have been a fucking real bad. Like people would have like.
No, it would have been. It would have
It would
been,
have been super bad.
I think it would be likened to Kennedy dying, which is it would
No.
have been a dark
It'd have been a
moment
dark
of
time.
mourning
You know,
for
how
a
many,
lot of the country
there's
because
too many radicals, bro.
very different
There's
than
too
when,
many radicals.
Exactly.
Like back
Maybe.
when
Different world now.
Back when
Maybe.
JFK like died.
Yeah, back
You
then
know,
it was
people
Are you
were
saying-
people were actually sane. They were
Are
like,
you saying that if he died, it would be people
yeah.
would be shooting each other and like having
Fuck
a war,
yeah.
Well, it would start off as riots.
It was starting from
right?
riot. Yeah.
It would. It's like
and then militia?
Oh, dude, it would have.
Hey.
I think it
And
would have
then
got.
you're-
It would have got crazy.
and
Shit would have
then-
got crazy.
yeah.
You think so?
Fuck,
you
yes.
think he has that much of a pull?
Yes.
No,
I think so, man.
Are
I
you
don't think
serious?
so. I think you overstate his power.
Okay, bro.
I'm not part of that
Dog.
whole MAGA like whole
Look,
like super Trump.
no,
fans
no.
I
or
know, but
whatever.
it just-
I've never
but
gone
but
to
there's a
rally.
big
Dude,
anytime
I would have been
portion
shocked.
of people that are like
He's
that.
I would have
rally
been
with
shocked.
50,000
no, I
people
would
go?
never. I wouldn't do anything.
Of course I wouldn't, because I'm
Would
a
you
sane.
do anything?
No, I'm a
No.
sane human.
Would you go pull your gun out?
No,
no.
Yeah.
But I would definitely get
But
it
there are
loaded.
people
So
that
I
maybe
would
there would
definitely
be
get it
riots,
loaded and
but
be fucking
but
ready.
then you have National Guard.
Yeah, look, see how good
Okay.
the National Guard was.
yeah, exactly.
And then you quell the
No, but,
the,
like,
you
remember-
quell the
Remember what happened during the fucking the virus time
yeah.
where they were burning cities
I
down?
know.
And the fucking National Guard.
No,
didn't
I
do
know. I
fucking
think that's
shit
I
about
think that's
that.
the best
So it's
example.
like
They were
10,
like-
10 against 100
They were
at
like,
that point.
whoopsie daisy.
Yeah.
They're
No,
like,
no,
oh,
I-
cool, burn down all the businesses. That's really gonna help
Right.
the scene. Like,
No, I think what you're saying is right, which is that is the best example of what would happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think. It's like
That's
it'd be
what I'm saying.
riots.
It'd be
Like,
riots.
It'd be riots for sure. Yeah.
Not a civil war.
No. I'm saying it would.
Yeah,
it
no,
would,
he's saying civil
No, he
war.
said it would get.
Well,
I-
that's
we
what
were
like the
saying it could've
narrative
get-
people
Yeah,
were putting
yeah,
out
yeah,
on
And they,
social
you
media.
know, the same
No,
thing,
I agree.
Same
It would
thing they
be
said with like
riots.
January 6th. They were like, they're trying to
Yeah.
usurp the government. They're
For
literally
sure.
taking
For
selfies.
sure.
Like
For
they're
sure.
not, they're not
Yeah.
doing anything. They're just like,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
we're
Yeah,
here.
100%.
Like they weren't like burning it to the ground.
Right.
Well, I don't know if
Oh,
we're gonna
God.
get to the bottom of this, but hopefully you guys learned something, and hopefully we've covered a majority of it. And as this news event unfolds,
We'll probably do a news app where we like do a little update.
yeah, we'll do some updates,
little updates.
especially for our Patreons. We might do a Patreon only
There is-
update
I
of
like.
There you go.
this
I might
situation.
just do it for my cell phone.
Yeah.
Hey, Patrons!
So without further ado, thank you guys so much for listening. We'll catch you guys next time on
And-
the Conspiracy Podcast.
And obviously, like, write into us if we miss something, just to add to our,
Yes.
so we can add it to the news app.
Yeah, that's
just
right.
for you. It's just like, it's hot in here, so we gotta take a break. We love you guys.
Yeah, and then the last thing is we can't forget that somebody died. His name is Corey.
Yeah.
He was a
He was a
firefighter.
firefighter,
I have trouble with his name.
It's
Tori or
Yeah,
Compatori.
Compatori,
Yeah.
something like
Anyways, but
yeah, like it's
we
a real
can't- we
situation.
can't forget that he died.
A regular
Yeah.
civilian died. Like,
Yeah.
come on, guys.
that's right. So
So, anyways, night night.